Welcome to another episode of Sports and Discourse with your host, Derek Stevenson. And on today's episode, we're going to give our opinion on some of the top moments from Big Blue Madness 2024. And man, I'm excited. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm probably more excited for this season than I've been in a while. I'm not going to lie to you. I was super excited for last year, because I thought we was going to win the championship. And obviously you see how, our boys had some moments where they looked good and then they kind of flamed out here and there. And we had another disappointing end to the season. But other than last year, I probably am the most excited I've been in probably 6 to 7 years, just because I'm just ready to see this new Mark Pope era take off. No disrespect to Calipari. I appreciate everything he did for Kentucky, but he had his time, and he did great things while he was here. But he's he took his talents to Arkansas, and now it's Mark Pope's turn, and I'm ready to see what he's gonna do with this program. And so far, I'm loving everything that he's doing. I'm loving every move that he's made. I'm loving the way he's recruiting some of the younger guys. He's keeping them hype. He's keeping them interested in Kentucky. And I think everybody's starting to come around now and feel like the program is in good hands. When he first was announced as a coach, a lot of people, there was a lot of mixed feelings, because there were some people that felt like he wasn't ready or he wasn't qualified. And then there was some people that just was happy to see a guy that we knew had, we know Mark Pope bleeds blue. So that was kind of where I stood with it. I was just ready to see a guy that I know cares about the program the same way that the majority of us fans do. And Big Blue Madness didn't disappoint. Kentucky came out with the crazy glass court. And I don't know how much they're going to be able to incorporate that into a real game. I don't know if it would be a distraction to have stuff going on while the players is actually playing, or maybe it's not even illegal. I don't know. Y'all have to let me know about that. But I know all the crazy graphics that they were showing on the court, they turned it into a football field at one point. They were showing the players' faces while they were being introduced to the crowd. The court is crazy, and I love it. And hopefully, at least during timeouts, during the games, and, different stuff like that, halftime, they'll be able to do some fun stuff with that court. So I definitely like that. But overall, I just love like I said, I love the energy that Mark Pope brings. He's just got this youthful spirit about him. He's happy. He's excited. And I think it's rubbing off on all his players. Like, I feel like all his players look happy. They look excited to be here. They look ready to work. They look ready to play. They look like they all get along, and he's letting them have fun. I think he's going to be, a players type of coach, where he's going to be very relatable to these guys, but he's also going to hold them accountable. He's also going to teach them what winning is about. He knows what winning them championships and hanging banners means to this school. So I think he's the perfect balance of fun, youthfulness, but also tradition. So I like what he's doing. He let the players, when they were announced, they came through the crowd, and they were snapping pictures with people, walking down the stands, high-fiving everybody. So I think it was just a good feeling for the crowd to get to interact with these players. I think it was connecting the fans back to the program again, because one of the things that people always seem to complain about while Calipari was here was they just didn't really feel connected to the players, which is understandable, because a lot of them played one season, then they was on to the NBA. And now, the last couple of years with the transfer portal, you're getting a lot of that as well. But I feel like now the way Mark Pope is probably going to build his team, you're going to have some talented young guys that's going to be mixed with some older veterans. So I feel like we're going to get that feeling back where we connect with some of these players and we get real love in our hearts and feel like family to some of these guys. But I love to seeing them come through the stands, getting to interact and mix it up with the fans. And like Lamont Butler performed this song, like I ain't never seen that before at UK. But yeah, he performed his rap song all the way from the top of the stands all the way down to the court. So shout out to Lamont for that. But I like what I'm seeing so far. Like I said, I know that, a lot of these players came from smaller schools, so they got to get ready to compete in the SEC, because we know the SEC is a big boy league. But I think Blue Madness was the first feeling for them where they got to see what it's really like to have this Kentucky uniform on. You come out, 20,000 people is out there to support you, but also hold you accountable and hold you to that standard of winning. And it looked like a lot of them was like kind of overwhelmed or in they was probably trying to impress too much, because the scrimmage looked bad. I ain't gonna lie, it didn't really look the greatest, but that's understandable. There's the first time these guys came together on the court. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing how they gel, how they mesh, and what kind of product they present on the court. But I like it. Like I said, we got some tough defenders this year. We got what seems to be a nice rim protector. We got shooters all over the court. Speaking of shooters, Travis Perry and Trent Noah ended up battling it out for the 3-point competition. Travis Perry ended up taking the trophy home. But I'm excited to see them two guys, some Kentucky kids on the court, making some stuff happen. They both seem to be excellent shooters. And they outperformed some guys that I actually thought was going to do really well. Like, Kobe Brea, like I thought he was going to win the competition actually. And he might not have took it that serious. But, shouts out to the young boys for stepping up and competing with some of those older guys and showing that they got what it takes. We had heard some reports that Travis Perry was shooting like 71% from three at some point in practice. So he looks like he was probably doing that in practice. So we just got to get these guys transition and bring what they can bring to the table to the SEC now. And I think we're going to be good, man. So before we wrap this up, I do got to talk about the surprise guest, though. And everybody by now knows exactly what I'm talking about. Rick Pitino made an appearance, and I was shocked, but not really, because as soon as Mark Pope took the job, we all know Rick Pitino was immediately stamping it. Like, he was like, that's the right guy for the job. If I have to, I'll go in my own pocket to pay some NIL money to support him. So Rick Pitino has been driving the Pope train. And obviously, he probably got a lot of love in his heart for Mark Pope. We had a lot of legends come out on the court. Like I said, Pitino was leading the way, but we had all kinds of legends, new school ones and some old school ones, and we brought out all the championship banners, all 8 of them. And Pitino did his speech, which was kind of wild to me. He had on the Kentucky blue zip up. Like, I was like, it's kind of crazy, to be honest. And I felt like he actually was met with a really warm response. And you know how Kentucky fans are, could have went either way, because he still got that Louisville tattoo, you know what I'm saying? So it could have been real messy, or it could have been great. But fortunately, in that particular moment, they showed Pitino a lot of love. And I think he was really appreciative of it. I think it almost broke him down. You know what I'm saying? He probably went in the back and cried, I ain't gonna lie, because he probably hadn't felt that type of love in Rupp Arena since he was the coach. Because obviously we know that, after he left us, the next time he was in Rupp, he was wearing red. So we definitely wasn't showing him love then. But, I think it did split the fan base, honestly, because I felt like after it was over, I was seeing a whole lot of people with mixed emotions. Like, some people was kind of, they wasn't really feeling Pitino actually giving speeches or being there. And then some people was like, happy to see him, and they embraced it. But overall, it still was kind of a cool moment. You know what I mean? Take it, for whatever it's worth. To me, I kind of look at it like this. When coaches are actively competing against us, I feel like they still the enemy. So, we could potentially run up on St. John's at some point in the near future. So Pitino's still the ops in my eyes, just like Calipari is. But once they put him, once they put him in the Kentucky Basketball Hall of Fame, I ease off of it a little bit, and at some point, Calipari is going to be in there as well, and I'll probably ease off of him a little bit. But this year, Calipari is getting all the smoke that he could handle from me. I definitely want us to bury Arkansas this year when we play them. So overall, I'm just excited, man. I am ready to get this basketball season started because honestly, football has been very up and down. We had some high moments and we had some low moments. We got people that want Mark Stoops fired, and we got some people that feel like, give him another chance. It's all over the place with the football team. I hope that they can get it together and string some more wins for the season's up, because Kentucky's defense is crazy good this year. Even though, they had a couple of teams that scored 20 on them, but they really only played bad in one game against South Carolina. But everybody else they played, Kentucky's defense has showed up. So I hate for us to, have a super disappointing season with that defense. But anyways, you guys let me know, how did you feel about Big Blue Madness? I was enjoying it, and actually I'm excited for the women's basketball season as well. I'm kind of getting myself into the mode where I'm starting to watch more female basketball. So I actually probably going to check the girls out a few times this season. But good luck to them. Like I said, there's a lot of hype around their program. I think both programs are going to do some good things this year. They're going to surprise people. The men's basketball team flying under the radar right now. I think, they might be officially ranked 23rd, I believe. But, a lot of expectations is kind of low for them right now. But I think they're going to shock some people. I think they're going to make some noise. So we'll see. But anyways, like I was saying, you guys let me know how you feel about Big Blue Madness. And what do you, how excited are you for the women's and the men's team? And what did you think about Rick Pitino in Rupp Arena with the blue Kentucky zip up, giving speeches almost in tears? Let me know what you thought about the whole thing, and we'll get back at it next time. Sports and Discourse with Derek Stevens.